Welcome Capricorns. I'm Key and this is our doorway. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. I was just speaking of you guys to Taurus for June reading. So whenever you get a chance, look at your brother and sister sign Taurus. That might give you an understanding or a deeper analysis of whatever you are doing, how it is very tactful and trusting for you to do, okay? For those that are watching, male or female, that are wondering, well, how would I know if I'm exuding Capricorn energy, okay? It can be pretty much, you can tell by, are you a person that loves to build companies? Like, do you like to create companies? Do you like to be connected to companies? Are you good at calculations? You know, concepts of companies and actual companies that you keep in life, like friends, family, hobbies, things that exude who you are as a collective. These are ways in which you could see or know that you are exuding Capricorn energy. I'm all about energy and how that translates as an expression. So if I'm right or wrong, let me know in the comment box. For all those Capricorns that heard what I just said, that can help me clarify or confirm what I just mentioned in regards to personality. Or I would like to hear in the comment box your concept of what a Capricorn is by energy. So that way I could become more knowledgeable. Again, just because I do tarot and that I teach does not mean that I do not like to learn. I love to learn, okay? I love to go to school and I love to get schooled. That's how I become successful. Hey, y'all feel me? Press the thumbs up if you understand what I'm saying, okay? So, let's see what's going on for you Capricorns for June. What Capricorn's heart is being drawn to? The heart of a Capricorn for June 2019. What is the heart of Capricorn? The heart of Capricorn. The heart of Capricorn. Okay. What presence will be presenting itself for Capricorn? What presence will be presenting itself? For Capricorns. Presence presented for Capricorns in the month of June 2019. Okay. Let's look at the angels for the energy. What energy will Capricorns be expressing in the month of June? Energy. What energy will Capricorns be expressing in the month of June? Okay. Let's see what's going on, guys. So, what is your heart driving you? Wow, the 9th house. Okay. So you're going to be taking action, or action is going to be definitely the way you're going to be moving. So you're doing an about face, or about forward, I should say, spiritually, as if it or they came from God. Mentally, you're going to be thinking about the philosophies and laws involved. Physically, you're going to do it in a big way. So again, whatever you're starting is going to be booming. It's going to be blossoming. You will definitely recognize in the 9th of June why, looking at the philosophy and laws, so looking at the perimeters in which what you're creating will become legalized, will become at some point law. Like, I see that you may be looking at how to structure what you're starting, and you're thinking about it as if it or they came from God. As if it. So what you are a translation of God in a human form, okay? Whatever you're growing. You will see other people that express the same concept. This is probably in a different corner of events, okay? They will be connecting to you and making whatever you're bringing in full bloom, okay? But it first starts with you, Capricorns. You are the cultivator. You know how to calculate. You know how to see in my mind's eye. And when I mention my mind's eye, it's this me tapping into my third eye and seeing like a movie. Everything that I feel, I see it as a movie in my mind. I see a person taking some seeds that people may have thought was not even good, like they can't grow, or why even care about those type of things. And you take these seeds and you find soil that is very soaked and fertile, waiting to have a seed to plant. So you take these seeds, and being a calculator that you are, you start to spread these seeds in areas that you know they can grow in. And people may have thought that, oh, that's just crazy. Why are you taking that time? Or that's just careless of you. But you know, Capricorns, that what you care about will cultivate. Next thing you know, you wake up, you gave it time, you cared about it, you tended to it. This took some time, mind you. But not in a time, because again, time changes depending on what you're doing. Just because the seeds that you had in your hand needs time does not mean that it's going to take a lot of time to grow. So maybe in a month or like 2 weeks, you start to see them sprout. But the way they sprout is so big that people had to look at you like, what did you put in the soil? I just put seeds that you said were crazy to put in, and I wanted to see what would happen. And this is what happened. So those same people that thought that you were crazy are now looking at you like, well, they got to congratulate you, which may feel a little like they don't care, but they care. Because they wondering like, why I didn't do that. Because you seen something that they didn't. Okay? Wow, third house. And third house is all about Gemini, growing. So it was something in my mind's eye was giving me that movie to talk about growing things, right? Like a farmer would do. Or like a person that is building a company would do. Or a person that has company and want to see it go to the next level. Okay? So now you went from your actions to your spiritual side of self. So your spiritual side is definitely seeing that why growing things not only germinate growth, but it also shows you your growth as a person. Okay? So you're looking at yourself, your ideas, your short-term thinking and trips. And physically, who and what is around you that you can make grow. whether it be your writing, whether it be how you communicate, whether it be how you illustrate, whatever you want to create will come to, I mean, it's going to blossom. It's really going to blossom. Whenever you get a chance, definitely check out Taurus reading. But again, I'm now looking at these 3 cards. Look at Gemini's reading as well. And then Sagittarius. Okay, so Taurus, Sagittarius, and Gemini. These are going to be very important because they're going to give you ways to hone in on what you're doing and how to drive it forward, okay? So let's look at your presence. Wow. Yeah, definitely look at the Taurus first. Food and hunger. You Capricorns or viewers that are watching, you have food. You have something that is that's going to make food, not just for you to eat, but for others to eat as well, and how you make your foundation. But it requires you to know that you have a formula. You have the formula to not only heal the hunger within you, but you have the formula to help others that have that same feeling to get their nourishment as well. And you are authority figure. Again, Capricorns, I mean, come on. Or energies that are, or people that are watching that are taking on the energies of Capricorn, you are authority figure. You are probably concerned or wondering consciously or subconsciously is what you're cultivating, what you're changing, what you have as a collective idea. Is it going to come? Is it going to come to light? Well, guess what? It is. It's going to be seen as an authority figure. Why? Because you are made to be an authority figure in your own right. You are definitely about community, about the company. Again, your community is an extension of you. The company you keep in your life is an extension of you. The career that you have shows a part of your character that maybe some don't know about. Even who you are as a character, as a person of character, is very expansive. And if you're thinking about how that's reflecting in your community, or the kind of community that you're looking to create, you are getting that accommodation. So you may want to look in your community to see how they can help in making your presentation even more presentable to the masses. You have the capital. You have, again, the goods that people are looking for. Maybe it's just not in the community. That's where you come in. Or if this is what you're doing, know that it's going to be celebrated, okay? Wow, you had to experience karmic relationships. Karmic relationships, again, that give and getting back, right? If what you have been given is not given back to you, you're now starting to see why that was a grace in disguise. You might have thought it could have been garbage, but again, all relationships have a reason for it. So if you had to look back on karmic relationships, which is what you give is what you get back. And it's not just what you give outwardly, it's what you give of yourself inside to a person, to a place, to a thing. It's about that growth, tending to these things, taking care of them, nurturing it, navigating it, seeing how to be patient with it, if you did all these things and you're not getting that back, then now you're seeing that it's not trash, it's not garbage, okay? It could feel like crap. However, you could turn crap, literally crap, into fertilizer, and fertilizer can grow crops. You feel me? All right. So you're figuring out how to turn crappy relationships into crops, better crops. So that means looking at what felt like relationships that didn't really show care and seeing how your next relationships can show that care. So you got to look at people's characters now, okay, Capricorns? So the energy that you will be exuding in the month of June, the energy that you are, wow, definitely look at Taurus reading. If you feel this unwillingness to make a decision, or someone in your atmosphere, anybody in your atmosphere that may have felt like when you talk it was a conflict, or that talking may have felt like you didn't get no answers, or that being together felt like it can be troublesome. You're looking at two people that want to care about each other, yet they're trying to find a middle ground. So you're seeing that you can have someone in your midst that wants to tend to you, that wants to take care of things too. They have that same energy as you. Yet, it's not, like trying to find a more tactful approach could be it. How can you be both tactful and approaching each other? How can you bring that togetherness when being around each other? Look at it this way. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be around each other. You wouldn't even have anybody to have conflicts with. So this obviously means something. And this could be a Taurus in your atmosphere, or again, the energy that you're picking up is anybody that you are around that feels like it's always trouble, or that it's always going to be you got to troubleshoot or find a tactful way to give answers. Ask yourself, you're about building companies, right? You're about looking at things in a more calculating approach. If that means taking a piece of paper and writing down what is it about this person or anybody that you have problems with, what do they bring to the table? If they bring more good than bad to the table, then come on, work with them. If they bring more bad than good, then guess what? You can handle it in a way that you feel would be more tranquil, more together. Meaning, give them distance, give them space. Let them do their thing and let them grow, and maybe they'll get that perspective that you're talking about. But again, that table, look at what can be added to this table. All right, something about the table. What can be added to the table with anybody? If they bring more to the table, then figure out how to work with them, because this can be that crops that can be cultivating. Again, something about crap. We all take a crap, don't we? We all take a doo-doo. Well, guess what? Back in the day, someone had to look at that doo-doo and say, what can I use this for? And they probably thought that person was dumb as rocks, or they just dumb. Okay, well, I'll be dumb with some doo-doo. And they planted the doo-doo in some soil and put some seeds in there, and they got the biggest crops ever. And now the people that were going hungry, they had to go to that farmer and say, oh, can you feed us? I thought I was doo-doo. So you see how the irony of this is, right? Okay. What you are embracing, Capricorns. 9 and 9, the Hermit. Okay, so you're going within. You are the light. You know, you're very knowledgeable on how to lead situations or how to look at lessons in a lighter approach. And this is what you're doing. You're seeing that you not only light the way, but others come to you to light the way for them as well. To give them a lightning or a lightning. Wow. Whatever you're leading to is going to be lightning to others. It's going to bring out that thunderbolt of, again, you trusting in yourself. You know what is tranquil. Okay, you are very wise. You know which way to go. You know what works and what doesn't. Okay, so keep that in mind. But you're going within to find out why you know those concepts. The philosophy and principles to why you do the things you do and what ways you do them. How people are seeing you. They see you as the world. Wow. People in your world are seeing you as the world. They see that you're making things work in your world. They see that you know, that you trust, that you value, and that you take action in those principles. And that's a wonderful thing. Look at that. You got Archangel Michael. You are going at the beat of your drum. You know you're doing in due diligence. And this is making people feel kind of fearful of you. They're trying to, for one, if you're going through any conflicts with people, right? Again, that vision of planting seeds that people think are crazy to do, or creating things that people think would corrupt what you're about to do or what you have been doing. If you notice, these 4 people, anybody that are around you, right? They're talking back and forth, but they're not even looking at least at you to find the answers. I mean, if they're fighting over you, at least they should come to you to find out what really does fit, because this is really about you. People are trying to figure out, again, they're trying to figure out how to be around you. And if that means creating conflicts for that, a lot of times people may look at a negative approach to get to people. That can work, but that usually works when we're 5 years old at times. I don't mean to be disrespectful. We all are children. You know, we do things that are childlike. I should say it that way. So when we have conflicts with others, it sometimes comes from a place of fear that we may not be with them forever. So to figure out if we're going to be with them forever, we may cause conflict. But then again, it could be where people just trying to get your attention. You fine. I mean, if people are seeing you as the world, then they trying to find a way to be in your world. And it may come in the form of a conflict. You know, or you have like other people trying to get, they look, you too much. The energy you taking on, look at that, the sun. Crops need sunlight, don't they? And you are the sun. You shining bright. You looked at any troublesome situation and not only found the answer, but you knew how to find a solution. Look at that. And for that, for you finding a solid solution, you're seeing how you could use that in every aspect of your surroundings. And that's going to be very successful. Wow, you standing up, you standing. And it looked like you standing right by yourself. And to have that self-strength, that self-love, that would explain why people are trying to figure out how to be there. Because you're now seeing yourself as worthy. You're starting to see your character as very charismatic, and it connects to other people that have that same energy. So if they're not bringing the sun, then they need to go over there where the shade is. Why? Because you're embracing being that person to move forward. You're bringing outgoing. You're being creative. You're showing your creativeness. Yes, that would explain why you had to go within. And you're becoming more confident and, yes, mischievous. You know, like a matter of fact, that's what I do. But you're figuring out how to bring out that personality, how to bring out your passion through your personality. People are seeing you as a star when you're doing this. They're seeing that you hold the secrets of knowledge. You know people's secrets. You know why they do the things they do. You see their tactics. You see right through them. And from that, you know how to shine even brighter as the star. You have balance over your emotions, over the way you nourish. You have that balance of how you take action and how you anchor in them, in those actions. And that's very attractive. So if you're feeling like you have missed the opportunity, people are going to feel like they missed the opportunity with you, Capricorns. They're going to feel like from the fighting that they were doing with you, that now they got to figure out how to ask for your forgiveness at some point. They're wondering what is the right way to ask for your forgiveness. So that means they gotta tap into your energy to figure out a formula. So they might go into their opposite sign, which is Cancer. So whenever you get a chance, also look at Cancer. They might have to bring out their emotions. They are so using their intellect, and there's nothing wrong with using intellect, using their articulation, their communications to connect with people that they probably did not think to use their emotions. Because emotions may look like it's empty, but emotions is not empty. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us powerful as creatures, as human beings. And they're seeing that you hold the cup of love. But in order for them to know that, they got to figure out how to make their cup of love exist first. So they have to feel their way in that. They got to feel first, so they can bring that cup of love. Until they do, they're going to have to be on the sidelines. So if this reading resonates with you, press the like button, share, and subscribe. If you would like to get a personal reading, look in the description box below on how to contact me and how we can communicate. Either I will send you a reading through Gmail, or we could do the reading over the phone. And I talk very different over the phone. I talk good and I talk savvy. I talk whatever the vibration is needed for in that situation. Let me say it that way. I also leave a treasure in the description box below. So whenever you get a chance, look at that. For Tauruses that are watching Capricorns, I forgot to mention that in another reading. Look in your description box below as well. I also leave a token in there. I leave a token for all signs after I do a reading. Okay, I love you. I love you, Capricorns. I will see you on the other side.